2, 1, go. Hello.
Bonjour.
So, this is kind of our first podcast with an actual guest who's an actual expert. Just throwing it out there. This is James Walker from Sustain Nutrition. Just get that left breast a little bit higher. Let's see the logo. There he is.
Not good for a podcast.
Hello. James, do you want to just do a little intro for our subscribers and followers and members of our gym, what Sustain is all about, what your background is, and how you got to starting that company?
Yes, so I'm James from Leeds, 42. It sounds like a dating profile. I'm one half of Sustain Nutrition with Joe Robinson, who looks like Prince Harry. We're both, I'd say, ex-personal trainers. I started in 2004, worked for over about 10 years PTing on the gym floor, in the trenches, where I met Joe, and we went, from Virgin Active, went to a private gym that we won't mention. And Joe came up with the idea that wouldn't it be good, he was speaking to one of his friends who was struggling with weight loss, and he said, wouldn't it be a good idea if you could speak to a coach every single day to keep you accountable, to give you support, give you advice, and kind of nip anything in the bud that you're worrying about, answer any questions. And that was kind of how Sustain was born. And we started off very small. We kind of did a trial of a month with just ex-clients and some family and some friends, and the results that we got were just phenomenal. Like, it was super basic. We had one A4 sheet, that was it, which were kind of like our calorie control habits. But just the fact that people were feeling supported, that they were accountable to us, and just following a very simple kind of family-friendly framework without having to weigh and measure and track the foods, the results were just kind of off the charts. And then it just kind of grown and grown and grown from there over the last 5 years. So where we're at now, the juggernaut that is Sustain Nutrition.
And where would you say you're at now?
World domination? No, not quite world domination. It's supported both me and Joe full time. I think it's constantly evolving. We've got a great support network, a great support community online, which has got like 6,500 people in it that are all on the same mission, same problems, same troubles, supporting each other, that we're always in doing kind of, live Q&As, free workouts and all that kind of stuff. So if anyone's looking for a bit of help, bit of advice, bit of support, feel free to find us, Sustain Nutrition free support group online. Everyone's welcome.
Sweet deal. We'll put all the details on the bottom so it's easy for other people to find. So how would you describe your eat? So you say you're not weighing and measuring things. What's the general idea? Without giving all your secrets away.
People can have the secrets. There's no secrets in fat loss. It's the consistency that people struggle with. So the kind of difference is, it's not a meal plan as such. We give people a kind of a rough parameter of guidelines to build the meals around, like a certain amount of protein. I don't mean grams. I mean, we kind of use palms and hands and fists.
Not your palms, I hope.
Well, yes, that's so I can get away with a lot of protein. So it's very kind of family friendly. It's just a sensible approach. And with the coaching, we can kind of cut through the BS. I won't swear, Joe. So that's how bad I am. I won't swear, Roscoe. There's so much kind of confusion around dieting that people are stuck with. I need these strict rules. It needs to be black and white, and dieting is always going to be grey. And with the coaching, we can make the plan fit you as opposed to you trying to fit around the plan. You don't have to spend 6 hours a night prepping your food. You don't have to weigh your onions and your spinach. You just need to make sensible, consistent choices that you're happy with and in control of. And that's the whole aim of Sustain, is to get our clients being happy, healthy, and in control.
And do you have much of an exercise arm? Obviously, you're all online, so it's not directed exercise. How do you guide people down that furrow?
Well, it's very similar to the kind of approach that we have on food. And the reason why we're kind of very open on the food choices is because, if someone comes to me and said, I want to maximize my fat loss, I'm going to be like, right, I want you to eat cod and asparagus 3 times a day. No one's going to enjoy that, and no one's going to stick to that. And also, it's not going to help you in the future. So we do provide our clients with like progressive weight training plans, which are obviously very effective. But then we also understand people don't want to go to the gym. People don't enjoy lifting weights. So we'd rather our clients do the exercise they enjoy. So whether that's Zumba or body pump or swimming or whatever it is, we can always advise them to tweak it. But it's just like, if I had a coach and they said, James, I want you to run 5 times a week, I'd find every single excuse in the sun, under the sun even, to not do it because I don't enjoy running. So I'd rather our clients did something consistently that they enjoyed, like say going to Zumba, than they go, feel they have to go to the gym once or twice a week and put a kind of minimal effort into it. It's going to be much more effective. And it's the same kind of ethos that we have around the food choices as well.
I like that. Yeah, I think that's kind of similar to what I like to plan and prep with people to get it out.
Yeah, if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to do it.
Half of me is that, because I think if they don't enjoy it, they won't do it. So get them to do something they enjoy. The other thing is, am I just really lazy and I don't want to write out, do 12 reps of this, 12 reps of that, I don't know.
It's just, you could have someone who go like, oh God, I've got to go to the gym today. I'm just going to get it done. And not have an effective workout where if they're excited to go, oh, I'd love to go to spin. Go to spin, get some tunes on, enjoy yourself and knock yourself out. And then again, because we're coaching one-to-one, we can tailor these things. So, we can help give people advice about their training plans, whatever they like to do, the classes. And that's when it comes down to that kind of one-to-one coaching is just so valuable as opposed to, I want you to do 10 sets of 10 German volume training. You know what I mean? Ball fest. I won't want to do that, and I enjoy going to the gym.
I know what
so
you mean.
that's the kind of the way we work with our clients.
Absolutely. So, look, given the COVID lockdown, have you changed or have you come up with any pearls of wisdom that you've found been especially useful and effective with helping people from a distance that someone watching this might think, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think a huge part of it, because there's so much negativity going around. So as soon as this kind of kicked off, we had to try and kind of like pivot because we didn't know really what was going to happen. Like the pivot, we didn't really know exactly what was going to happen. So obviously with all the negativity going on, a massive part of this is going to be mindset. You go on Facebook, it's full of, conspiracy theories and this and that. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe that's happening. The news is the same thing. So kind of protecting your kind of mindset, your energy is going to be key. And that was what we kind of built our Corona Combat coaching plan around, which is basically about putting yourself in a positive mind frame. So we get our clients to record 3 wins every single day. They write to-do lists. So it's kind of, how positive it is to tick up a to-do list. They have key 3 that they have to do each week, whether that's to do with diet, to do with training, whether it's sending emails, whether it's paying bills, whatever it is. Again, more positivity, positive affirmations, appreciation messages. Basically, the entire plan is built around putting you in a positive mind frame because everyone knows when you're fully rested, when you've got good energy, when you're in a good mood, you're almost kind of bulletproof. Things kind of bounce off. When you're tired, when you're stressed out, when you're worrying, that's when you want to reach for Ferrero Rocher with a bottle of Malbec. So that's the kind of whole concept of the way that we've moved is more into focusing on people's mindset, giving them more support. So more one-to-one coaching. We've moved into more kind of video feedback every single day. Our clients speak to us. They get to see our beautiful bushy hair as this lockdown continues. So it's just more of a support arm.
I'm doing all right.
You're doing all right. I don't trust my wife to cut my hair, hence why I'm wearing a hat, because she'll just butcher it. So that's the kind of...
I want a mohawk.
No, that's the way we've moved, kind of pivot down to push more, less focus on optimal fat loss because things are compromised. You're not going shopping as frequently. Food's not as available. Obviously, it's still in the shops, but you want to limit the amount of times you're going out, so you're not going to have everything that you normally have in. Exercise is going to be more limited because you kind of stuck to whatever you have at home, Zoom classes, bodyweight stuff, walking as well. So shifting more into kind of almost maintaining what you've got right now. So we come out of this with a clean slate as opposed to spending the next, however long this is going to last for. Coming out of it, we want our clients to come out of it kind of full of pride, not full of chocolate. So you want to be, you're welcome. You want to be proud of kind of how you've acted, proud of how you've handled the situation, as opposed to like, oh my God, I can't believe I've done that. Now I'm going to spend the next 6 months trying to lose the weight that I've gained 3 months from eating like a 7-year-old at a party. That's it in a nutshell.
Those party rings are Moorish. I like that. No, and I think a few of your points there, when it's good, it is generally more simple than you think it is. People often look for excuses of complexity as they don't know what this is, they don't know what that is. what you're preaching and coaching through normal life is quite simple.
Oh, 100%. I think people get caught up in the minors, and I always kind of say it's majors over minors, and people, you know, will do our system. Well, how many grams of protein do I need? Can I eat couscous? Can I do this? It's like, listen, you just need to concentrate on what brought you to the party. So what got you fat, or what, you know, prevents you from losing weight, that's what you need to concentrate on, you know. So you'll get an email from someone. Bit of background, you know, so kind of the first week of our coaching is we're getting to know people, we're seeing where they struggle, what their obstacles are, what their kind of previous dieting history is, because obviously I need to know where someone's starting from, because, you know, Sandra, who lives in Liverpool, is a single mom, works 40 hours a week, has done every single diet under the sun, is going to get very different advice to Susan, who's 23, you know, a student nurse, works part-time, goes to CrossFit 6 times a week and has never dieted in her life. So I need to find out what's going on. And you'll get these questions where it's like, I think I eat too many carbs. Sometimes I have strawberries on my oats, but then I get really hungry and I eat chocolate biscuits, I drink wine, I do this. That's the major thing. It's not the fact that you're having strawberries on your oats.
Absolutely.
It's the fact that you get so hungry that you make these poor choices. It's the fact that every weekend, you know, you think you deserve a treat. And this treat that you're eating is actually keeping you in a body that you're not happy with. So how much of a treat is that? So there's a lot of it's going to be mindset stuff.
Another nugget.
You're welcome. A lot of it is us helping challenge people's beliefs. So like that one, for example, you know, kind of people like, but I have chocolate. I need to have chocolate. I absolutely love chocolate. Okay, so, you know, what's the reward that you get from chocolate? Well, it makes you feel good. Okay, but how does, you know, your body make you feel? Can I clearly want to change something? So just that kind of back and forth, and just having someone, a different set of eyes on your food, and just saying, are you sure you made the right choice there?
I like it. So on a personal note, how are you managing to stay fit, lockdown wise, in Shipley now, aren't you?
I am out in Shipley, out in the sticks. Loads of lovely walks. So I've got a young son who's just coming up for a year. So that was probably the best training for lockdown ever, because I'm not used to going out for meals or going out drinking or anything like that. So my kind of lockdown life is just, I'm not going to the gym now. That's it. I've got a couple of kettlebells. I've got dipping bars in my garden. I train a couple of times a week.
Got bars in your garden?
I'm not messing around. I ordered them immediately in lockdown. So that's it. So it's not a massive change for me. Like I said, the only difference is I'm not going to the office. I'm working in the attic. But yeah, probably having him was the best prep ever. Because like I said, I'm not missing going out for meals because I've not done it for a year. I'm not missing going out for drinks because I've not done that for a year. It'd be lovely to see my family, my immediate family. I think my mum's going to explode if she doesn't see Magnus soon. But other than that, I'm all good. I think, you know, kind of a bit of self-care for me. So making sure I meditate, making sure I stretch, making sure I exercise, you know, making sure I stay in touch with my family kind of keeps my mental state going.
Wind it back.
Sorry.
Meditate. I need to drop into that one because I use the, which one do I use? Headspace.
Yeah, same here.
But I feel like I've completed it.
Oh, here we go. Are you Zen now?
I'm not Zen now, but I just feel like I know what's coming. And like you start down the bottom here and he talks to you all the way through. And then as you go up the levels, he says less and less. And I did like an advanced one. I can't remember what topic it was under, but he kind of went, right, close your eyes, breathe in deep. And then I'm like, have I finished it? Have I fallen asleep? And then he like moved you on to the next stage. Whereas at the bottom, when you start off, he just talks to you all the way through for the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah. But I think meditation is one of those, people think it's all kind of Zen, like sitting on a lotus leaf and stuff like that. But it's just buying yourself that bit of time. It's just that little bit of opportunity to switch off. And I've got to find, I say, like, I had one little meltdown during the lockdown where I got really stressed out. Is when we were trying to get the Corona plan up and running and everything was a bit up in the air. I wasn't training. I was working just like loads of hours. I wasn't looking after myself. And that's when I had a bit of a stress and a bit of a snap. And since then, I've made sure that kind of, like I kind of say to my clients, which is ironic because I was doing it myself, self-care is not selfish. It's essential. So kind of when I'm training, I just kind of switch off. So I'm not thinking about, I've got to send this email. I'm not thinking about what content I need to make. I'm not thinking about this and that and how to increase the business and, you know, what marketing I need to do and all this stuff. And that's kind of what I get, not so much from meditation, but obviously it's a work in progress. I think people think you've got to have an empty mind, and you don't. You just need to have that time to yourself where you count to 10, and then you will drift off and you'll start thinking, and you go, up, 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 come back, start my counting to 10 on my breaths. And even if, you know, you're doing a 10-minute meditation, you only get 3 minutes of that kind of mindfulness, then for me, it's worth doing.
Yeah. And it kind of, I think within the meditation, you're learning little skills.
Yeah, definitely.
Of concentration and bringing your mind back and focus and stuff like that. Not that I've noticed, I don't know. It's hard to quantify whether you are getting better at it and whether it is affecting your life in a better way, or you're just not being a dickhead as much.
I think that's another thing that people struggle with as well, because there's no short-term gratification from it. And I think that's something people, again, kind of taking it back to food, is people can't see the long-term gratification of not eating, you know, binging on chocolate. You can't feel that immediately. You don't go, I'm not going to eat that chocolate today, and then go, oh my God, I got a 6-pack. You know what I mean? I look awesome. It doesn't happen. That's going to happen further down. And the same thing with meditation is, you kind of, it's building in the future. You're building a bit of momentum. You kind of building more mental fortitude each time you do it. Like I was talking with our guys in one of the private kind of webinars that we do, saying that everything I do now is kind of paying into my fitness pension. So the stronger I stay now, the more stretching I do now, the more kind of cardiovascular stuff I do now will pay off in 10, 20, 30 years time, which is important to me. And again, it's shifting from that short-term gratification to that long-term gratification. And I think, just to carry on for one more minute, that's the issue we see when people don't want to do weight training. Because if I tell my client today I want you to do 4 sets of 12 on 60 kilos deadlifts, they're not going to feel the benefit of that for another couple of months, you know, when they're doing 70, 80 kilos. But if you do, you know, some nonsense HIIT routine where you're doing burpees and high knees, you feel that immediately. Oh my God, I'm out of breath, I'm really sweaty. Although it's not going to be as effective for your fat loss or, you know, for your physique, but it's just, finding that short-term gratification over long-term gratification.
I like that. I've been listening to some Tim Ferriss things recently, and he's always about, what is your billboard? Have you got a billboard? Do you listen to him?
No, I'm aware of him, but I can't say I've listened to him.
Every podcast he does and every interview he does, he says, if you had to have a billboard in Times Square or City Square, I suppose is more better for
Piccadilly Circus,
Yorkshire, what would you write on it? And mine is, do something that your future self would thank you for.
Yeah, I love it. 100%. And I
what
think
would you go with?
I do that one, like, what, you know, what you're paying into
that's mine. You need your own.
Shut up. What are you paying into your pension? That kind of, you know, your fitness pension or whatever it is. But that's what I'm all for. And especially, I've got to say, kind of since I've become a dad, that's my kind of goals will have shifted more towards my health, my fitness. I've got to keep that in mind that I'm an old dad. You know what I mean? And by the time he's 10, 11, I'm going to be in my 50s. So I don't want to be all knackered and, you know, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I still want to be fit and active. I still want to go, I want to take him Thai boxing. I want to join in. I don't want to be, you know, what blew my mind when I used to teach Thai boxing is you get all these parents who bring their kids Thai boxing and they just sit aside, they won't do anything. You know, they wouldn't be part of it. They wouldn't join in. I don't want to do that. I want to still be able to, you know, be active and running around and doing all this stuff. So that's always in the back of my mind. No, it's not like I'm not going to have an ice cream or something, but the majority of my choices are going to be more in line with where I want to be in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years. And that's a kind of huge part of the goal setting stuff that we do as well, is looking at these long-term goals. It's not just, right, we're going to work together for 3 months. How much weight do you want to lose? It's like, how do you want to feel? How do you want to act? You know, how do you want to be able to control these things? And that's, again, I think where we differ from, you know, someone just goes, here's a macro plan, hit these calories, follow this meal plan. It's like, no, I want you to change your mindset. I want to change your relationship with food. I want you to level up the skills that you have. So in 3 months' time, you don't need to work with anyone else. You don't have to go on another diet because you know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're going to do it. So that's, a kind of big part of the coaching from us.
I love it.
You're welcome.
Short term, what you got on for the rest of the day before we wrap up?
I have still got a lot more one-on-one coaching. I'd say they're not calls because it's video feedback. Because if we try to arrange one-on-one calls at everyone's time, it'd be a nightmare. So basically, I'll give you a quick breakdown. Our clients send their food diaries through every single night, so what they've eaten the previous day, and then we feedback the following day via video messages. So everyone will get some feedback today, the following day. So I've still got that to do. Then I'll be writing one of my famous daily emails, booking our guys in. Welcome. Booking our guys in for a process-based goals setting webinar on Thursday. I'm emailing everyone about that. And then I'll do some sing and sign with Agnes, teaching baby sign language, dinner, bath, baby sign language, kissing, rabbit, cat, dog, it's all good, elephant, hippo. I'm all over it, Ross.
I like that. I'm blown away.
Then it'll be bed, then it'll be bath, then it'll be books, then it'll be it won't be bed first. Bed will come last, and then that's it. And then I might get an hour to myself. Well, I'll probably do some reading, but that's it. What about yourself?
Fantastic. Today we have a couple of contractors downstairs. Obviously, I'm keeping my distance doing this now. Go and see how they've got on and what else they need. I'll be feeding back with Danny, our owner, who you don't know, but everybody else watching knows. Just about where we've got to with ordering the new products. Then I'm off to see Jenny, girlfriend, who we're doing some shoulders, so I've managed to borrow some stuff from our gym.
Handy.
Useful. I'm up there with the bodyweight stuff, don't worry about it. But, so we'll have a little workout, and then she's doing online yoga, so I'll make tea, something healthy, no doubt. And then getting into a lot of box sets at the moment.
What are you watching?
Basketball, The Last Dance.
Right. I'm aware of it, not watched it. Don't get a lot of time to watch TV.
Yeah, it's only been a lockdown thing. Usually I'm at work.
That's it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, usually working.
I'm loving the lockdown life, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm loving it. I don't think I'm going to do more working from home when this is all over.
Yeah, it feels like I've kind of got used to it now.
Yeah, I think people have definitely settled into it.
But we need to get out of it because we need some members in.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the gym.
For us. Right, hopefully we'll get some more questions out of this, and you can come back on in a couple of weeks, and if anyone's answered anything, or if anyone wants to drop any comments in, we can. I'll add all your socials on our side, and I'll send this to you as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Au revoir.
Bonsoir.